Hi, this is how you prepare a good turkey. So to check whether it's done or not, first thing you do is you see from the temperature probe, it's got to be at least 165 degrees in the thick part of the meat. Another thing to do is to slice it so that you actually can see if there's any redness in the bird or not. And as you can see in this bird, there is no redness, so this bird is well done. Pretty well done. First thing we do is remove a leg. We can take the leg out and start cutting on the leg. What we would do is we would slice pieces of dark meat off the leg. And as you can see, we try to get the pieces as big as possible. It's difficult to do that sometimes on the dark meat, especially around the drumstick.
How do you prepare the turkey? What spices do you cover?
This turkey was prepared with the following spices. It was with ground ginger, salt, pepper, and a lot of garlic, liberally sprinkled. The body of the bird was prepared with olive oil before the spices were added. Is to remove the wings. And then we remove the small drumstick. Small drumstick. So the next most important thing to do is the removal of the breast. However, the most important part of this whole process is to invite your guests.
I just removed a
to
piece of
nibble
breast.
while you're doing this. That's the part that counts
That
most.
looks good.
Okay, so the way we remove the breast, as you notice, we've taken off all the wings and we've left with this breast. So the first, and this is the difficult part, is to make a cut right down the top, hopefully somewhere near that center bone. And then we feel where we are on that center bone, one way or the other way, left or right. And now I am probing to find out which side I'm on. It looks like I'm on the near side, and that's going to be the side that's going to come off first. So what I do is I work my knife down that side, trying to keep the breast intact and cutting as close to the bone as possible. And the trick is to try and remove the breast in one piece as best as possible. Slowly working my way down. And I might have to even cut up a little bit to get that bone. There we go. And as you see, the breast is coming off as best as you can in a single piece. Now, here's a little trick that we have at this particular point. While the breast is exposed now, you take some of the gravy and actually pour it on the breast so that the good juices actually make the breast far more moist. Then we take the breast as one piece and put it down on the cutting board. Now what we're going to do, now we're actually going to slice the breast. And what I do is I do it on some slight angle using a very, very sharp knife. That's the key. And the key is actually to keep the breast intact, although it will be sliced. An electric knife is sometimes advisable at this particular point. Of course, you don't have to apply as much pressure and you still get the same cutting action. And I'm trying to keep the breast looking as complete as possible, even though it will be sliced. You want to have nice size slices so that people get a good chunk of meat, yet not too heavy so that it's too much. And as you get to the thicker part of the breast, you might even want to make the slices a little bit thinner. So there you've got the breast more or less looking intact, however it is sliced. Once you're done slicing, you want to transfer the breast as best as possible onto a platter. So what you try to do is grab the pieces in as together as you possibly can. And transfer them onto a platter so that again it looks like an entire breast is on. Sometimes it gets a little bit finicky, but there we go. So we have transferred and the breast onto it. This is some of the extras. We'll put it on the side, extra white meat, and that is how we transferred it onto it. Now, one other thing that we now do is, again, to make sure that it is a moist turkey, since the slices are now open, we can drizzle a little bit of the gravy in between the slices to give it additional moisture. So here we have the breast sliced, the dark meat, and for those carnivores amongst us, some of the bones. And this particular technique, giving credit to, was from my father-in-law. May his memory go higher, Harold Miller, who taught me how to